Banning TikTok. More than half of the states here in the U.S. have banned the popular Chinese-owned app from government devices. And Montana's ban on all devices, government and personal, takes effect in January. A growing number of colleges and universities have also blocked TikTok access on their Wi-Fi networks. Legal challenges are now underway. Well, here to explain more is Jeff Bermant. He's founder of the uncensored web browser TUSK. Jeff, thanks for joining us. So are these states and universities overreacting? Supporters say that TikTok, there's no evidence that the Chinese are using it to collect data and spy on Americans. What do you say?
Well, I say I don't trust the Chinese. So they will lie to you every time they want to. Their goal is to take over America in some fashion and install a much different looking society than we have. And obviously, if the kids don't understand what that looks like, they ought to do a little study on it. But in this case, and I'm for freedom of speech. In this case, when it's so dangerous and in the fact that they are infiltrating, I see them on TV now with ads. It worries me a lot.
Let's talk about college students. They love TikTok, sharing videos on the platform, and many are probably unaware of the security risks, or they don't seem to care about it. So what do you tell them, Jeff? How do we turn this around and their lack of knowledge or concern? How do we inform them?
Well, that's a difficult situation to do. I thought when the federal government had taken this up, that they would come up with something. Either, TikTok has to put all of its servers in the United States and cannot tap it from China, or something that would give us a lot more, or ban it. But just telling kids the danger of it, it's kind of like telling them some danger of don't jump off, a second floor into a pool. They'll just defy it because they don't understand. And at this point, they don't really want to understand it. So I think going to the students and explaining it to them is much like going and being a conservative on their campus, and they're not about to listen to you.
Well, who do they hear it from then? The colleges and universities, as we mentioned, many are banning TikTok, but from their Wi-Fi services, but they don't really explain why they're doing that. The students have no idea. They just know they can't access it.
I think it's going to be very difficult just to talk them out of it. And if they don't ban it, maybe you have to ban it statewide. Maybe you have to go to Apple and Android and say that's the ultimate solution, which is it doesn't work on the phones any longer. It's as easy as that, and they do it.
It isn't working because there are legal challenges already underway. I'm thinking Montana and their ban. Can government prohibit people from using an app? What about censorship, freedom of speech? Where did that go?
Yeah, it's as I started off the conversation, it's a difficult one because there is a freedom of speech, and that's what's great about America. On the flip side, this is a known, I'll say adversary. Enemy is probably not quite the right word, but adversary to America as of today. And I think something has to be done to protect. As I said, government has to come down and say, okay, TikTok, you can operate. You can take, your profits, but you can't, and that's a little hard to swallow because what are they doing with their profits? But you really just can't operate freely here.
Well, I think Donald Trump suggested why not make it an American company, sell it, and have Americans own it. But you're the founder of TUSK. Tell us about what you're doing to counter censorship and to promote free speech.
Yeah, so it's very important, and I hope people understand it's kind of subtle. When you're on the web, let's say you're on Google or you're on Bing or any of the others, DuckDuckGo, they're all liberal, and they're giving you a liberal spin, and they do it very subtly. So what they do is they kind of hide the information you're looking for, and they put it on page 3 or page 4, and you never get to see it because they know you're not going to go past page 1. So what we've done is we've built a browser and search engine that, first of all, gives you a conservative news feed. That way you don't have to go looking around or building it yourself. Second, it gives you easy-to-use tabs that will lead you to popular conservative news briefings and articles. And then the third thing we've done is we've actually built a search that allows you to see left, right, and center. We're making great gains so that you can see all sides of the argument, which we're heading into school shortly. We have a deal that we're pending, and we think this is the place we've got to teach our kids to look at both sides of issues.
Okay, some good thoughts from Jeff Bermant, founder of TUSK. Thank you, Jeff. We appreciate you joining us.
Hey, great to be with you this morning. Thank you.